Hello and welcome back. My name is Marvelous Marva, and today I wanted to talk about the stories that we are telling ourselves. I titled today's episode, "The Story You Tell Yourself is the One That You Will Live Out." And this came up to me because it's a ongoing kind of reoccurring thing that I have been dealing with for years now. I don't know if you are familiar with law of attraction, but with law of attraction, the main thing that I remember when I first started studying it was that you become what you think about. And so years ago when I first started learning about law of attraction and learning that, wow, everything that I think about is what I'm actually becoming. And it's not like it's brand new. It's something that actually happens throughout our entire lives. We're just not always cognizant of it, or, we're not aware that it's happening. So here's a quick story. Years ago, when I found law of attraction, during that time, I think it was like 2015, 2016, somewhere around there, I decided that I wanted to just use that law, and see if I could actually make something happen. And so I began thinking that I was a runner. When I was younger, I was in track just for one school year. But as a small child, I loved running. And so as I grew and got older and left high school, I stopped running. I would still, go for walks and jog here and there, but I wasn't running on a scale that I wanted to be running on. Like, in my mind, I thought that, maybe I could be a runner, but I can't because I don't have this, that, the muscles, the endurance, whatever it was. So I began thinking, I was like, whoa, this is something that I've always wanted. I love the way I feel when I go run. When I was younger, I loved the way I felt. And so I began telling myself that I was a runner. I created an Instagram just for running, just for my running passion. And I kind of just immersed myself in all things running. I would look up how to run. I would look up running techniques. I'd look up new shoes. I was just all about it. And I would be around people that wanted to do the same thing. And I just kept thinking about it. And long story short, I became a runner. I was running long distance. I became more than my expectations, because in school, in high school, I ran short distances. I never thought I could run long distance. Like, I would look at those people that would go for like a whole mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, and I'd be like, ugh, that sounds like stressful. But also, I looked at them and I was like, I wish I could be like them. I ended up becoming that. I wanted it so bad. So bad that I would tell myself, I would write it down. I'd be like, I'm a great runner. Like, I run so fast. I can run for a long time. And I would tell people these things. And before you know it, literally, I was a runner. Like, I was running long distance. I was running 5 miles, sometimes 7 miles every Saturday. During the week, I would run at least a mile to 3 miles every day. I think it was year 2017 or 2018, I think one of those 2 years. I ran every single day for the entire year, except for one day. I missed one day. But man, I was so proud of myself, because I was like, wow. Like, I would have never thought that I would have been able to do something like that. But I kept telling myself, that I'm a runner. I kept hanging around other runners. What they say about, like the company that you keep, that's who you become. So you hang around others that are interested in the things that you're interested in. You watch videos about people doing the things that you're interested in. You read books about things that you're interested in. You watch shows, like you become totally immersed in that, and then before you know it, you become that. So here lately, or actually for 2023, the beginning of the year, actually towards the end of the year, I started telling myself that I wanted to become a podcaster. I was like, I am a podcaster. I want to become a podcaster. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber since YouTube came out. It just seemed, perfect for me. And I would just tell myself over and over again in the beginning of this year, 2023, I'm going to be a podcaster. I'm a podcaster. I created my vision board finally. Like, I wanted to do it on the first of the year, but the way how flow has been working now, like divine timing, I can't schedule as many things as I used to. I just have to go with the flow, and when it's time for something to happen, it's gonna happen. Like, everything's always gonna happen at the right time. So I've been learning to trust that. But I made my vision board maybe like 2-3 weeks into the new year. And on my vision board, I put on there that I was a podcaster. And lo and behold, I have been consistent recording this podcast every week since the beginning of the year. Here we are in May. We're 5 months in. What have you been so focused on and creating in the background that, maybe no one else is concerned about? It's just something that you're doing for yourself. Those are good questions to ask and to reflect upon what it is that you would like to become, or what it is that you would like to do. Start telling yourself stories that align with the vision that you want to have for your life. If you want to be a chef, tell yourself you're a chef. Tell yourself you're a chef. Start following pages of people that are chefs. Become interested in restaurants and the background, the things that happen, behind the scenes in the kitchen and that side of things. Immerse yourself in the things that you want to become. The minute you start telling yourself that you can't, and you start making excuses and you say, but it's not going to work out for me, that person can do it, but I can't because I'm not smart enough, or I'm not talented enough, I don't have enough money, or I don't have whatever it is that you think that would be the reason why you wouldn't be able to do something. Tell yourself that you can. Change that story. Catch yourself. You say, I want to become, I don't know, what's something good to become? I want to become an astronaut. Instead of saying, but not a lot of people go go into space. Say, I could become an astronaut, and just stay focused on it. If you really want it, you will go after it. I know that was a broad example because not a lot of people want to become an astronaut. It's like one of those childhood dreams. But that's just letting you know that the sky is not the limit. You can go as far as you want to go. I think I mentioned in a couple episodes back that I wanted to start a smoothie bowl business, and I've just been so immersed in it. I've been telling the story to everyone, and people may not be interested in it, but it's important to me. So I'm talking about it and putting it out there and staying focused on it, and now following pages and people and communities that are doing something similar and learning like all the things that I would need to learn. And it's almost here. I know that it's becoming a reality because my dreams at night, when I'm deep sleep, and I wake up, I'm like, wow, I just had a whole dream about smoothie bowls and about ideas, and I'm meeting people in my dreams, and they're giving me advice about how I can run things smoother, and I'm seeing people be like so happy to get their bowl and eat it. And then I'm thinking about like the nutrition, and I'm telling them, hey, hemp seeds have plenty of protein and omega-3s and chia seeds are so good for you, and just the whole thing. I get super excited. That's a good thing, you know, when you get super excited about the things that you're interested in, you can convince yourself of anything, and you can go as far as you want to go. And another thing that I have recently learned is that, and this may be specific to me, but I follow human design, and I also follow Gene Keys. And part of Gene Keys is this may be like, I don't know, I'm not sure if anyone is aware. There's a lot of people that understand Gene Keys and human design, but basically what I learned was that with my positions as far as human design goes and Gene Keys go, I'm a constant seeker. My life is around trials and errors, like trying things, and once I try something, then I can move on to the next thing, and I keep trying things. For the longest time, I thought that was not good. I thought that was a flaw, but actually it turns out that it is good, and that's why I have so many skills. There's a lot of people that say that they are multi-passionate. I feel I'm multi-passionate, and it makes more sense now. Maybe I'll make an episode talking more about Gene Keys and human design. If you haven't heard about it, I definitely recommend you checking it out. You can go on to the internet, to Google, and you can type in human design calculator, put in your birthday and time, and then it will tell you basically what your human design is and what your what your life purpose is. It kind of gives you, it doesn't tell you like in so many words, but it gives you a guideline, and it kind of helps you to understand other parts of yourself, and then you can start to reflect back on years of your life and things that you've been through, and then realize, oh, I was making those decisions based on that, and now that I understand this about myself, I can transform those decisions into even better decisions that will be from a higher good. So, I don't know. I've said a lot today. I'm grateful for all of you that are listening. I'm grateful for us as a human species. Like, we're out here doing it, guys. With all the shifts and the transforming, we're still out here. We're still making it and still doing it. And so, with that being said, I will end today's episode here. Wherever you are, have a great morning, great afternoon, or a great evening. And I love you so much. Until next time.